Okay, here we go. First up, an angry review you'd give this game. Okay, voting time. Pick your favorite. Next up, the name you would give to a really mopey pig. Time to vote. Next one, the best thing to yell while going over Niagara Falls in a barrel. It's voting time. Okay, next one. Come up with a catchier, more marketable name for the Bible. Vote on your devices. And next is the worst thing to wear to your court trial. Time to vote. Next in line, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? It's voting time. Coming up next, a word that should never follow beef. Vote on your devices. And next, the title of the most popular TV show in North Korea, probably. Time to vote. Round one is in the books. Let's see the scores. Now round two, where all points and bonuses are doubled. The drama. Let's start this show. Starting things off, a good puck replacement if they run out of pucks in a game of hockey. Okay, everyone, vote for your favorite. And next is the one phrase the NSA is tired of watching us type into Google. It's voting time. Coming up next, everything tastes better with blank. Vote on your devices. Okay, next one. What the lamest transformer would morph into? It's voting time. Next one. You should never share blank with someone else. Time to vote. Next up, the hardest thing about being Batman. Vote on your devices. Next in line, the most annoying person in a movie theater would blank. It's voting time. Next one, a better name for a corset. Vote on your devices. We've reached the end of round 2. Let's see what happened. Welcome to the last lash, the final round. Stakes are tripled. There's just one prompt, and you're all getting it. Your prompt is the first thing that pops into your mind right now. All right, here's the board. Vote now. You get 3 votes this round to spread out any way you like, or give them all to one answer.
Run.
No.
It's over. Let's take a look at the final scores. Hi, I'm Schmitty. That's spelled S-C-H, Mitty. I had a dream that you were all together. Well, it was actually a nightmare, but let's get started. Time for round 1. You get points based on the percentage of people who like your answer, and a bonus if you get more votes than your opponent. Go! Let's take a look. Our first prompt is what a frog would say to his psychiatrist. Okay, pick your favorite. And next, what the boogeyman is afraid of. Time to vote. And next is, name a new movie starring a talking goat who is President of the United States. It's voting time. Okay, next one. Come up with a really bad TV show that starts with baby. Vote on your devices.
Nom nom nom. Whoa.
Coming up next, something you should never put on an open wound. It's voting time. Next up, a surprising new part of the field sobriety test requires you to blank to prove you're not drunk. Time to vote. And next, the sound a tree actually makes when it falls and no one is around to hear it. It's voting time. And next is, a bad place for your rocket ship to crash would be the planet of the blank. Vote on your devices. That's all for round one. Here's the scoreboard. It's time for round two, where all point values are doubled. That's right, doubled. Okay, it's time for some quiplashing. The first prompt is a very unnecessary surgery. Okay, everyone, vote for your favorite. Next one. Tomorrow's news headline. Scientists are shocked to discover that blank. It's voting time. Okay, next one. What the Queen's Guard is secretly thinking as they just stand there. Time to vote. Coming up next, come up with a name for a beer made especially for monkeys. Vote on your devices.
Nom nom nom.
Next in line, you know you're in a very weird fast food restaurant when the cashier asks, "Do you want blank with that?" It's voting time. Next one, a reason to travel back in time to 2 weeks ago. Time to vote. And next, something you shouldn't get your significant other for Valentine's Day. Vote on your devices.
Nom nom nom.
And next is the weirdest sentence a judge could impose. It's voting time. Round 2 is no more. Let's see the damage. This is round 3, the last lash. One final chance to catch up. Point values are tripled, and everyone gets the same prompt this time. Our prompt is the worst way to fly blank airlines. ready to look. Hand out your votes.
Run.
Nom.
That's the end. Let's see the final scoreboard.
Yes, please. I need it. Got a knife?
Over here. This guy.
Greetings, art lovers. Welcome to this top-secret art auction. Usually we cater to only the richest and most powerful art buyers in the world. But there must have been some kind of clerical error, because somehow the 6 of you were invited.
Yes, please. I need it. Got a knife?
Over here. This guy.
Just stay in one place so you don't leave a trail of grime everywhere. Regardless, before we get started, we'll need some art to auction off. If you look at your device, you'll see I've securely transmitted the title of an art piece I'll need you to draw. Draw a piece of art with your device that would have that title as quickly and as accurately as you can. Take a few extra moments to make it near Van Gogh quality. If someone else buys your art in the auction, you'll receive 50% of the auction price. I detest waiting, so step lively. You'll actually need to draw 2 drawings before this timer runs out, so don't be too precious about it. For what it's worth, we're approximately halfway through the allotted drawing time. So if you haven't moved on to your second drawing yet, take a moment to feel ashamed and then start drawing faster. Splendid! I've received all of your art. A few quick words about how the auction is going to work. We're going to auction off 12... Well, look who's fancy. Fine, on with the game. The first item up for bid. How about we start the bidding at $400?
Yes, please. Get it out.
Next is $700. Who here?
Dibs.
Now,
Yes, please.
$900.
This guy.
Now I...
Dibs. Get it out.
$1,400. I am...
Yes, please.
Show me
This guy.
Yes, please.
20.
This guy.
I need 20.
Yes, please. Get it out.
I'm now looking for $3,100. Do I see $3,100? Who here would like to offer $3,100? Going once? Going twice? Sold! Congratulations to Green on winning that auction. Let's reveal the artist behind this inspiring piece of art. Okay, Green, your strategy was to buy artwork you had drawn yourself. Big fan of yourself, huh? Unfortunately, you don't get your own money back when you buy your own piece of art, so this money is all staying with the house. Let's see how much Green can sell this piece of art for. Well done, Moneybags. We'll just set this money aside for you, Green. We will add it to your tally at the end of the game. Moving on. Oh dear, the loan people are here.
Running low on money? Predatory loans can help. Just press the loan button on your device now and get $1,000 that you can use in auctions right away. Oh sure, at the end of the game you will owe back $1,500. But the future is so far away. And remember, if you want to borrow money between auctions, just hit the Call Predatory Loans button on your device.
Predatory loans! Don't be scared, it's only your future.
The bidding will begin at $4. I am looking for is $500. Do I see $500? Going one. Over here. I would like dibs. Who can show? Over here. Who? Dibs. Currently, we are looking over here. How? Dibs. Who? Over here. Now. Dibs. Over here.
This guy.
Over here. We are now looking for $3,600. Who can give me $3,600? I would like to see
This guy.
I am looking for $3,700. Over here. I want $4,000. Who is going to offer $4,000? Can I please get $4,000? Going once? Going twice? Sold! That's gray. That's a kick in the gut. Next up. Someone went whining to the bank.
Predatory loans. We really hope that you don't read the fine print.
How about we start the bidding at 400?
This guy.
Now I'm looking. Dibs! Now I'd like $800. I'm looking for $800. Can I?
Yes, please.
Can I see $900?
Donuts. Yes, please.
Now I would like. Dibs!
Yes, please. Donuts.
Dibs!
Yes, please.
Dibs! Can I get $2,300? Who here would like to give me $2,300?
This guy.
Now I'm looking for 20.
Yes, please.
The question is, will you be able to live with yourself if you don't bid $2,700 right now? Picture it. You're lying on your deathbed and your final thought is, I didn't have it in me to bid $2,700 on the finest piece of art I have ever witnessed. Going once. Going twice. Sold. Congratulations, Yellow. Good work. I believe the expression is cha-ching. On we go. Oh, great. One of you called the bank.
Predatory loans. Don't worry your pretty head about the consequences.
Orange, are you okay? The bidding will begin at $400.
Over here.
Do I see $700? Who here among you can show me Dibs? 8
Over here.
Now I'd like to see 11 Dibs.
Over here.
Dibs. Do I
Over here.
Dibs? 2,100. The next bid.
Over here.
We're now looking for $2,200. Who here can show me $2,200? I would like to see $2,200.
Donuts.
This guy.
Next up, $2,400. Can I see $2,400? Who would like to show me $2,400? Going once.
Donuts.
We are looking for $2,500. Who among you is willing to offer?
Yes, please.
Now I am looking for $2,800. I would like to see $2,800. Who here would like to offer
This guy.
Can I find $3,100? The next bid is $3,100. So, do I see 3,000?
Yes, please.
Next up, $3,400. We are looking for $3,400. Can you offer $3,400?
This guy.
I am looking for $3,700. Who can show me $3,700? I would like $3,700. Going once. Going twice. Sold. Congratulations, Blue. Ooh, that's got to hurt. Moving along. I really don't like it.
Hello there, welcome aboard. My name is Schmitty, and I'll be your host today. We know you have many choices when it comes to games, and we're happy you chose Quiplash. Oh, this is going to be fun. And if it's not, it's your fault. Let's do it. Remember, anybody can join the audience at any point during the game. This is round 1. 2 prompts will appear on your device, which you can answer in any clever or not clever way you want. Everyone will choose between your answer and someone else's and decide who wins. You score based on the percentage of players who like your answer. Plus, there are winners' bonuses at stake. Go! Let's start this show. Starting things off, a trick you shouldn't teach your dog. Okay, voting time. Pick your favorite. Next one, the unsexiest thought you can have. Time to vote. Okay, next one. Something fun to scream at a farmer's market. It's voting time. And next is the reason Pluto isn't a planet anymore. Vote on your devices. Next up, a rejected shape for marshmallow peeps. Time to vote. Coming up next, the worst job title that starts with assistant. It's voting time. Next in line, an unusual object to bludgeon someone to death with. Time to vote. And next, people wouldn't respect He-Man as much if, to gain his power, he held up his sword and shouted, blank. That's all for round one. Here's the scoreboard. Round two is straight ahead, and that means all points are doubled. Okay, here we go. First up, invent a family-friendly replacement word that you could say instead of an actual curse word. Okay, pick your favorite. Coming up next, what King Kong is most self-conscious about. Vote on your devices. Okay, next one. The coolest way to die. Time to vote. Next in line. In the future, scientists discovered that the secret to eternal youth is blank. It's voting time. And next is the worst part about being a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Time to vote.
Run.
Next one. The least appetizing name for a restaurant. Vote on your devices. Next up, the Four Horsemen wouldn't be as scary if they were the four blank men of the apocalypse. Time to vote. Next in line, a magazine that should never have a nude centerfold. It's voting time. Round 2 is now complete. Let's see who completed it well. This is round 3, the last lash. Points are tripled and everyone gets the same one single prompt this time. Our prompt is a bad name for an Italian restaurant. And here's what you did. Okay, in round 3, you get to award 3 votes. You can give them all to one answer or spread them out.
Run.
That's the end. Let's see the final scoreboard. Hello, I'd like to welcome almost all of you to Quiplash. Our whole lives have been leading up to this moment. Don't ruin it. This is round 1. You'll score points based on the percentage of people who prefer your answer. Have at it. Let's take a look. Our first prompt is the first commandment in the new religion you started. Okay, everyone, vote for your favorite. Next one. A surprising thing to find stuck to the bottom of your shoe. Time to vote. Coming up next, make up a name for a silent film porno from the 1920s. Vote on your devices. Okay, next one. A creepy thing to write in your email signature line. Time to vote. And next, what would make baseball more entertaining to watch? It's voting time. And next is the biggest issue facing the town of Margaritaville. Vote on your devices. Next in line, the best way to quickly blow $1 million. Time to vote. Next one, an odd painting to hang above your bed. It's voting time.
Nom nom nom. Whoa.
Round one is in the books. Let's see the scores. Time for round two, where everything is worth 2 times as much as that silly round one. Okay, it's time for some quiplashing. The first prompt is, what kittens would say if they could talk? Okay, pick your favorite. Coming up next, a shocking find in Clifford the Big Red Dog's poop. Vote on your devices. Next up, a bad one-word slogan for a presidential campaign. Time to vote. And next, a good use for toenail clippings. It's voting time. Okay, next one. The worst flavor for a snow cone. Vote on your devices. Coming up next, something squirrels probably do when no one is looking. Time to vote. Next in line, a hip new advertising slogan for socks. Vote on your devices. Next up, name a new reggae band made up entirely of chickens. It's voting time. That's the end of round 2. Let's take a look at the scores. This is round 3, the last lash. One final chance to catch up. Point values are tripled, and everyone gets the same prompt this time. The last lash prompt is, what sperm yell as they swim? Okay, soak it in. Apply your votes.
Run.
Nom, nom, nom.
It's over. Let's take a look at the final scores.
Yup, 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 yup.